Students, in the past video lectures, we have discussed about errors and combination of errors, and even we have solved few problems. And in this video session, we will be learning about significant figures and rounding off to significant figures. And then we will solve few numericals based on this concept. So first, let me make it clear what is meant by a significant figure. Now, I am taking a line segment. It is A and B. Okay. Now I am measuring AB line segment with a scale, and when I measure it for the first time, I have got a trial value of length AB as 15.3 centimeter. 15.3 centimeter is the value which I have got when I measure this using a scale. And using the same scale, I have measured it once again. I have got a value of 15.2 centimeter, and one more trial I am making. I have got a value of 15.4 centimeter. One more trial I am making. I have got a value of 15.2 centimeter. How many trials we have made? 4 trials. 4 trials we have made, and out of these 4 trials, when you measure, like in these all trials, you are very certain about first 2 digits of the measured value. 15, 15, 15 and 15. You are certain. Exactly, if you take L5, L6, L7, as many number of trials you make, the first 2 digits will remain same as it is. 15 would remain same, 15 as it is. So therefore, these first 2 digits which you are getting in each measurement, they are certain and their value is not changing. Hence, they are called as reliable digits. They are called reliable digits. Reliable, you can rely on them, you can believe them. Reliable digits. Now coming to the other one, like last digit, here it is 3, here it is 2, here it is 4, and here it is 2. And the last digit which are here, you are not certain about that. Okay, and these digits are called non-reliable digits. These are called non-reliable digits. But overall, when you are finding the measurement, that measurement consists of reliable digits and as well as non-reliable digits. So measured value is sum of reliable and non-reliable digits. So instead of measured values, I'll be writing it as measured digits, which you are seeing in this 15.3, 15.2, 15.4 and 15.2. Of these all, 15 is reliable, 3 is non-reliable. Sum of reliable and non-reliable digits you are using to represent that particular measurement. So that sum of reliable and non-reliable number of digits, sum of reliable and non-reliable number of digits, sum of reliable and non-reliable number of digits are called significant digits. Are called significant digits. Okay, so every measured value have some significant number of digits. There are few significant number of digits. Every measured value, whatever the measured value, it can be length, mass, time, any physical quantity which you are measuring, definitely it has some reliable and non-reliable digits. Hence, when you are measuring any physical quantity, you need to report that measurement in terms of significant digits. and you could not change the number of significant digits in meanwhile of calculations. Okay, for example, you have got L, like you have two line segments. Let me take two line segments, one line segment AB and the other line segment BC. Okay, now when you are measuring AB have got length 10.5 centimeter, BC you have got another value and you have used another scale. You have used other scale, say vernier calipers. You are using vernier calipers. If you are using vernier calipers, it can resolve 1 millimeter into 10 parts. The limit of resolution is very small for vernier calipers than that of a scale. Therefore, you will be measuring this BC length as 15.34 centimeter. So a scale can measure only up to 1 decimal point, but whereas a vernier calipers can measure up to 2 decimal point in a centimeter. Now I want to add these two. So total length is equal to L1 plus L2. So when I want to add this, in the first measurement you have got only 3 digits, and in the second measurement you have got 4 digits. Final answer you will be getting 4 digits if you add this, like 10.5 plus 15.34 centimeter. Usually, mathematically, we will be adding this 10.5 centimeter and 15.34 centimeter like this. So you will be finally reporting this as 10.84, sorry, 25.84 centimeter. This is what you will be generally reporting, and the final answer which you are reporting, in this how many digits are there? 4 digits. But the length which you are measuring in the first AB segment, how many digits are there? 3 digits. There is an imbalance. The final answer which is showing to you, it is sending you information that you are using vernier calipers in measuring the whole quantities. But in middle, like in the beginning, we have AB segment is measured with a scale, BC segment is measured with a vernier calipers. After adding them, the final answer is reported in such a way you are getting 4 digits here, and this signify that you are using vernier calipers in the whole measurement, but that is wrong. You are not using vernier calipers to measure AB segment, you are using a scale, but the final answer is reported that you are using a vernier calipers, which is wrong. So therefore, when you are going with mathematical calculations with these decimal points, there comes some kind of insignificance. You need to avoid that using significant figures. So significant figures helps us in calculating the given numbers by proper significant digits. That is how significant figures are useful in calculating mathematical calculations in physics measurement. So we have already learned now what is meant by a significant figure. Significant figure is the sum of reliable and non-reliable digits. There are few rules to count number of significant figures in the given measurement. So rules for counting significant figures, these can be categorized as two parts. One is number measured value greater than 1. If the measured value is greater than 1, we will be using some kind of rules. And if measured value is less than 1, measured value is less than 1. Less than 1 means 0.1, 0.2, 0.5, 4, 3, 2. This is less than 1, right? So when we are measuring any physical quantity whose value is less than 1, we will be using some rules. Whereas if the measured value which you are measuring, if it is greater than 100, 200, 1000, 24, 54, like that. Any digit, any number, if it is greater than 1, then you will be using these rules, right? And in both these, like if it is greater than 1 or less than 1, when you are dealing with number of significant figures, the number 1 rule is all non-zero digits are significant in measurement. This is first one. First one is common for both. That's the reason why I have started here and I have ended it, and both here I have written 1 and here I have written 1. First point is common for both the rules, whether it may be greater than 1, whether it may be less than 1. All non-zero digits are significant in the given measurement. For example, you have 3, 4, 5, 9 meter. 3, 4, 5, 9. 3 is non-zero, 4 is non-zero, 5 is non-zero, 9 is non-zero. All these are non-zero. So how many significant figures are there in this? 4 number of significant digits are there. Now come to this example. 0.39685. 0.39685, definitely it is less than 1. And these all are non-zero digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, how many significant digits are there in this? 5 significant digits are there. There, left side 0 you should not count. Left side 0 should not be counted because it is already less than 1. Less than 1 represents that 0 point something. Therefore, left after the decimal point, whatever digits are there, only those you need to count if it is less than 1. This 0 is not counted as significant. That 0 is not counted as significant when you are measuring a value whose value is less than 1, right? That's number 1. First point is all non-zero digits are significant in measurement. Second point is all tail end zeros are non-significant. Tail end zeros mean after any value, if there are zeros, that is tail end zeros. Say for example, you have 45,000 meter. This is greater than 1. Tail end zeros are trailing zeros. 1, 2, 3. After 5 there are 3 zeros. Those 3 zeros, they are not significant. Therefore, how many significant digits are there in this? Only 2. Only 2 digits. Only 2 significant figures. 4 and 5 are significant. The 3 zeros after 5 is not significant. You should not count them as significant figures. That's rule number 2. Now coming to less than 1. Trailing zeros are significant. Trailing zeros are significant. For example, you have 0.45000. After the decimal point, you have 45, and there are 3 zeros here. 3 zeros. These 3 zeros you should count it as a significant. Therefore, how many number of significant figures are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 significant figures are there. These 3 zeros are counted as it is less than 1. So when you are dealing with less than 1, you need to consider after the decimal point, whatever the zeros, tail end zeros are there, they are significant. That's number 2, rule number 2. Now come to rule number 3. Zeros between non-zeros. Zeros between non-zeros are significant. Zeros between non-zeros are significant. This is valid for both. Either it can be greater than 1 or less than 1. So third point is common for both less than 1 and as well as greater than 1. So let me take one simple example. Zeros between non-zeros: 4, 0, 0, 0, 5. Okay, so there are 3 zeros in between 4 and 5. 4 and 5 are non-zeros. In between non-zeros there are zeros. They should be counted as significant. Therefore, how many significant figures are there here now? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 significant figures are there. Now coming to this less than 1 even, we have zeros between non-zeros: 0 0.3805070. Between zeros, like between non-zeros, there are zeros, and the last zero is also counted. How many digits are there now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 significant figures are present in this example. Okay, so these 1, 2, 3. Still there are few rules, but as place is not sufficient here, I'll erase this and I'll write it once again. New rules. Fourth rule for greater than 1 is zeros before and after decimal point. Zeros before and after decimal point are significant. Zeros before and after the decimal point are significant. Example: you have a number 45.320, 40.00, 18, 180, 1800.00. Okay, these are the 3 examples which I have took here. So in the first case, if you see, you have a decimal point, check it, this is greater than 1, 45 is greater than 1, 40 is greater than 1, 1800 is greater than 1. So therefore, if it is greater than 1, zeros before the decimal point and after the decimal point are significant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 significant figures are there. And in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 significant figures are there. In this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 significant figures are there. That is in case of greater than 1. Next, rule 4, coming to less than 1. Zeros only, zeros followed by non-zeros are significant after decimal point. Let me take one example. Say you have 0.001230, 0.00100. What is the rule telling? This is less than 1. 0 point something is less than 1. 0 point something is less than 1. So in this case, what is rule telling? Zeros followed by non-zero. There should be a non-zero. After non-zero, whatever the zeros are there, they are significant. And see here, this is the decimal point. After the decimal point, immediately you have 2 zeros. They are not significant because these two zeros are not followed by any non-zero. And this 0 is followed by a non-zero. Therefore, number of significant figures in this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 number of significant figures. Now coming to the second example, these 2 zeros are not followed by non-zeros, but these 2 zeros are followed by a non-zero. After 1, there are 2 zeros. So how many significant figures are there? These 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 significant figures we have. Likewise, you can take 0.01000. How many significant figures we have? after digit 1, whatever the zeros are there, they are countable. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 significant figures are there. Clear? So these are the rules which we have when you are dealing with significant figures. You need to follow these rules and you need to write down number of significant figures in that particular given measurement. Okay, now let us take some examples and we will see that. Now check here. So whenever you are dealing with significant figures, take care that the given number, is it greater than 1 or less than 1? You need to check it first. This is greater than 1. So for greater than 1, rule tells that trail end zeros are non-significant. So these are non-significant. How many digits are there now? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 significant figures are there. Come to second example. Second example, this is greater than 1. 24 is obviously greater than 1. 24.000, it is greater than 1. And rule tells that for greater than 1, after the decimal point, before the decimal point, whatever zeros are there, they are significant. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 significant figures are there. Next, coming to this example, 0.1000. This is less than 1. For less than 1, we have rule that after non-zero digit, if there are any zeros, they are significant. Therefore, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 significant figures are present.
4 digits.
Now coming to this 72.360, all are non-zeros except this 0, and this is after the decimal point. So how many significant figures are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 significant digits. Next, coming to this, there is a decimal point and it is greater than 1. Greater than 1, after the decimal point, all zeros are significant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming to this, after the decimal point, you have 3 zeros and this is 1, 1.000. Sir, you can ask me a question. Sir, this is neither greater than 1 nor less than 1. This is exactly 1. Then what to do? As it is 1 point something. 1 point, if suppose there is one digit here, 1.0001. Obviously, this will be greater than 1, is it not? Therefore, even though it is 1.000, you need to count this as greater than 1 and you need to count these 3 zeros are significant. So number of significant figures are 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 number of significant figures. Coming to this, you have 1000, but there is no decimal point here. If there is no decimal point, it becomes greater than 1. Therefore, these 3 digits are not significant. Only 1 is the significant figure. Coming to this next example, there is no decimal point anywhere here. It is 2000. 2000 is greater than 1. Therefore, these 3 zeros are not significant. There is only one significant digit. Coming to this 0.2000, as it is less than 1, zeros followed by non-zero are significant. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 number of significant figures are present in this example. Now come to one more. 2.6 into 10 power 5. This is scientific notation. Generally, this is called scientific notation. The values which are very, very small and very, very large can be represented with this 10 power 5, 10 power 4, 10 power 3, 10 power 10, any number it can be. So whenever you are getting these kind of measurements, remember that this is not at all counted as a significant. This is not at all counted as a significant. Only these are counted as a significant. So how many significant figures are there? Only 2. 2 significant figures. Two significant figures. And one more example I can take. 0.34 into 10 power minus 10. Even it can be 10 power plus positive values or 10 power negative values. These should not be counted as significant. These you need not count. Only these you will be counting. There are two significant digits. So in scientific notation, 10 powers are not considered as significant. Only the remaining part is treated to be as a significant. Okay. Next, when you are dealing with these, you should make a note that suppose you have L is equal to 1.0 and B is equal to 2.345. You are supposed to find out perimeter. What is formula for perimeter? Perimeter is 2 into L plus B. If you add this, what do you get? 2 into L is 1.0 plus 2.345, and this is in meter and this is in meter obviously, and this will be in meter. This is 2 into, you will be writing this as 3.345, and the final answer for perimeter is, you can multiply this with 2 5s 10, 2 5s 10, 2 4s 8 plus 1 9, 2 3 6 and 2 3 6, 6.690 meter. This is the final answer which you are getting. Now, according to significant figures, in the first length which you are measuring, there are only two significant figures, and in the breadth there are four significant figures. Okay, in length there are two significant figures, in breadth there are four significant figures, and the final answer, how many significant figures are there? Four significant figures. But you should not write this as four significant figures. You should write it only two significant figures. So therefore I'll be simply writing it as 6.7 meter, which has only two significant figures. So the rule, the note tells that final answer should retain least number of significant figures. Least number of significant figures which are present in measured quantities. So final answer should retain least number of significant figures which are present in that particular measured values. Here length and breadth are measured values. When you are measuring length and breadth, least significant figures are there for length, only two. Therefore, final answer should retain only two significant digits. Therefore, even though you are getting four significant digits, you are rounding this to two significant digits, that is 6 and 7. 9 is greater than 5. Therefore, I am rounding it 9 by increasing this 6 to 7. We have rounding rules. I'll tell you that now. So these are the rules and regulations to count number of significant figures. As I already shown in the previous example, like final answer should definitely retain the significant figures, least significant figures in the final answer. That's what we have already seen this in length and breadth example. So whenever we are getting significant figures more than the required, you need to round off them. You need to round off, or you need to decrease the number of digits to particular least value. So in such cases, we will be using rules of rounding off. Number one, rule number one tells that if digit to be rounded off is less than 5, omit it. Just you leave that. If the digit which you are rounding off is less than 5, you can omit it. You can just leave that digit. For example, we have 2, 8, 4, 7, 3. Okay. Now last digit you need to check. 3 is less than 5. The last one, as 3 is less than 5, the last digit you need to round off. If it is less than 5, what you need to do, simply you can eliminate this. You can round off this to 4 significant figures as 2, 8, 4, 7. 4 significant figures are there. 4 significant digits are there. In this previously how many? 5 significant digits are there. 5 significant digits are rounded off to 4 significant digits. Okay. Now next example number 2. Rule number 2. Rule number 2, that is, if digit to be rounded off is greater than 5, raise its preceding number, raise its preceding digit by 1. Raise its preceding digit by 1. For example, we have this 2847. How many significant figures are there? 4 significant figures. I need to round off this to 3 significant figures, but the last digit 7 is greater than 5. Therefore, you need to round off this in such a way. You need to raise its preceding digit by 1. 7 preceding digit is 4. Before 7 there is digit 4, that is preceding digit. You should raise it by 1, so it become 285. How many significant digits are there? 3 significant figures. 3 significant figures are there. So if it is greater than 5, you'll raise its previous number by 1, previous digit by 1. If it is less than 5, simply you'll eliminate it. That's number 2. Now come to number 3. If digit is to be rounded off is 5. If the last digit is 5, what you need to do? Check its preceding digit. If the last digit which you are about to round off, if it is 5, then check its preceding digit. This preceding digit can be even or odd. Suppose if it is even, if the preceding digit is even, then eliminate 5. If the preceding digit is odd, raise it by 1 and eliminate 5. I'll tell you one example. See, check this example. You have 5 significant figures: 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. How many significant figures are there in this? There are 5 significant figures. 5 significant figures. I want to round off this last digit. Okay. But what is last digit? It is neither greater than 5 nor less than 5. It is 5 exactly. So if it is 5, what you need to do? Check its preceding digit. What is preceding digit? 4. And 4 is even. 4 is even. So if it is even, what did I tell? Eliminate 5. So as 4 is even, you will be just eliminating this 5 and you will be writing it as 2, 3, 4, 4. Therefore, in this, there are 4 significant figures. Right? Now come to this example. You have odd number as a preceding digit. Say for example, 2, 3, 4, 3, 5. Last digit is 5. Check its preceding digit, that is 3. 3 is odd. As a 3 is odd, what is the rule telling? Raise it by 1 and eliminate 5. You should eliminate this 5 definitely. But what it is, the other thing? Raise it by 1. Raise this odd number by 1. That is 2, 3, 4, 4. How many significant figures are there now? 4 significant figures are there. these are the rules you need to follow when you are rounding off digits, significant digits in the proper fashion.